Mm.
Well, no rushing this time. There's a net cord. She puts her in control. Forehand volley could have been better, though.
Mm.
I don't think Samsonova makes the pass.
Samsonova missed the pass, though. Wasn't the best
Yeah,
volley. Could have been way
pretty
better.
close. Certainly wasn't the best volley. Certainly wasn't the best approach. But she manages to get it done. And in the end, I mean, we still kind of have to call it a relatively routine victory.
Yeah.
Could have been much more tricky, though. The first 8 games, really, really good performance from Samsonova. But Swiatek just locked in from start to finish, and things kind of unraveled after that one poor game that the Russian had at 4-5.
Well,
But,
so that is 90 minutes for Iga. And she plays Pegula just like she did in the 2022 US Open quarterfinal. So,
and the 2022 Roland Garros quarterfinal. So yeah, she would be responsible for 3 out of 7 of Jessie's Grand Slam quarterfinal losses for the male Andrei Rublev, if you may. Do we watch the Minor Thompson, the 4th set at least, and then see what happens?
Yeah, but can we just do a couple of minutes on?
Oh, of course we will. Of course we will. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks promising for her, honestly. I think she's going to have a very tough set of opponents from here. Pegula may be the best chance that we kind of have for a very competitive, high-quality match.
I expect the Pegula match to be very competitive.
Yeah.
Just the way that Pegula has been playing, the way she kind of likes these conditions, medium to fast, and, you know, the way she can also hang with Iga and break serve a lot, and you know, just the confidence that she has from having won all those matches. I expect it to be a tight battle.
I like how Pegula just kind of took herself from, you know, a mediocre season, no expectations really going into the North American hardcourt swing, and suddenly she's in better form than she was last year when we were thinking, like, is she going to win the US Open? Like, is it actually possible? And suddenly she's even better this year.
2 metrics that Samsonova won today. One was that she won more points on second serve than Iga. And they did have relatively similar, like 20 second serves for Iga and 22 for Samsonova. And the other one was distance covered, which is not the metric you want to be winning in pretty much.
You don't want to win that state if you're
probably read fewer books today as well. I don't know.
Say again, about what?
Read fewer books.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but then that's a metric there for the Iga one, I guess. If you want to read,
yeah, I guess probably that would be, you know, a green number would be on the Iga side. Yeah.
But there's one thing I want to highlight, which is 88% of points won on first serve from Iga. That may have been Samsonova erring, I don't know, but it is something that's been sort of highlighted at various points this year, that the Iga serve was something that she adjusted over the winter, and people were very quick to jump on it in Australia, going, oh, I wish she hadn't, you know, made these adjustments because it's not working. In fact, it's got worse. Well, 88% of first serve points won. Is this an area of the game that Iga has taken a step forward in 2024? Either of you can answer that.
I think she's been serving, like, in terms of the pace. She's serving maybe on average 5 to 10 miles per hour faster. So she's like maybe hitting more effective body serves. It is more kind of the motion itself. Like, at first when I saw it in Australia, I was a little more critical of it, but I think in the play season it actually paid dividends. Like the match against Sabalenka in Madrid, and some big points, she was getting free points on the first serve in some matches. But also, like, the way that she's been, it's also a stat that really shows like how well she backs it up. I don't think it's the serve itself, but also the +1, also the, like, you know, the error she was getting from Samsonova in the baseline rallies in the second set makes it maybe that one-sided. But yeah, I think
it's a very gradual change, definitely. Like, you know, there's never been a moment where like you're, oh yeah, this is completely different now after about a month. So maybe it's not that noticeable generally, but I do think she's serving better for sure.
The one against Coco Gauff, right? She was hitting like her average first serve speed was pretty high in Roland Garros.
I mean, you know, she can beat Coco Gauff serving at 60% pace, but But and generally, like in Cincinnati, it was helping her before the Sabalenka match, right? It's more of a question to me, like what happens in a match where that's not doing as much damage, where she's facing like a total like top tier opponent. Because in Cincinnati, she was also serving very well. It was kind of the saving grace at first for her event. Then she kind of gets into the rhythm, but of course Sabalenka just destroys her on the day. But yeah, against Samsonova, probably not the most meaningful stat though, because Liudmila is just going to be trying to like, hit massive returns anyway of whatever is coming at her. So, but of course it was so important today because if Samsonova lands an early break in the first set, maybe we get a completely different match.
No break points ultimately, as competitive as those first 8 games were, and I think we did have a love 30 at one point. I think it was the Iga serve that got her out of trouble. And yeah, no break points, so Iga goes through. Shall we let's have a quick look at de Minaur Thompson, because de Minaur is serving for them.